Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to Elite Rounders Mental Game Corner. Today we talk about a little bit about tournament variance and what you can expect from your games. A lot of people ask me how long the bad stretch can last, how long are they going to keep losing, when are they winning, there's no magical answer. But I will point out a couple things which I think where people go kind of wrong. Because I feel like people are looking at the game a little bit wrong in a way that they are kind of making the worst possible variance and then they expect to win every month. So when you're playing on stars, for example, where the fields are really big, you have to understand that it comes with huge variance. Even if you have huge edge, to win a tournament with 1,500 players, you actually need to have a lot of luck. You need to have the coolers go your way. So when you're gonna win, it's gonna be sweet, but it doesn't happen very often. So again, I think maybe I would recommend more like people to play these stars games. If you have side income, you're kind of like semi-professional, you don't mind if there's like long break-even stretches and you enjoy big wins. I think that's reasonable. But like for people who are actually playing this for living, I don't think this is very optimal. Because while it doesn't really matter how you make the money, if you win like every 6 months, like a huge score, 5k, 10k, 20k, or if you make like steady money like this. But I will tell a couple different things about that. Or a couple aspects you need to also remember is that the mental stability also goes with this. If you just break even for 6 months, you're not gonna feel good about yourself. You're not seeing the results and you question your game. And you're going to your coach and explaining like, what is wrong with my game? What am I doing wrong? Well, it's possible that you do nothing wrong, and the variance is just so high because the games you play. So a lot of times the students are very frustrated because they're not getting results, but it's just the symptom of what sort of games they're playing. If you're playing tournaments with 10,000 players or 5,000 players, don't expect to win it very often. It just doesn't happen often. It's like it's more of a like buying lottery ticket with small edge. Like Sunday Million, 8,000 players. What are the chances to win? Very small, very very small. So let's say, So I think that's good to remember. So we could look a little bit numbers here. I just put here imaginary numbers. Let's say you play on PokerStars. Average field size 1,500, which could be possible. And you're playing buying $10, average stake like $11. Sorry, $11. And your ROI is 25%, which is reasonable. You're a good winner. And then you play 300 tournaments a month, which is already quite a lot for a lot of semi-professionals, for example. So we could look at like your average net profit should be $780 a month if you play 300 tournaments. Okay, and then we look at this, like the probability of loss is still 41%. So 412 out of 1,000, let's say 412 out of 1,000 months, you're gonna end up losing. It's still a very high number, 41%. So I think you want to cut that number. This is especially for people who like winning more often. You should definitely consider like change the games. So here we can look a little bit more of these numbers. Okay, so 95% chance you're gonna end up losing $1,700 to win 5,000. So it's reasonable, but 99%, if you look at this like very close, you're gonna end up either losing 2k or winning 8,000. That's like pretty much it. But 41% sounds still quite high to me. That's why I usually recommend to my students to just play like smaller fields, to be honest. Let's say if you would reduce it to 300 with the same edge. I hope the payout structure doesn't change too much things. So let's look at like player fields of 300, same edge. Maybe you could say, let's say you don't play on PokerStars, so you probably still have the same edge, to be honest. I'm not going to tell you the other sides are softer, but they are softer. So you can look at like the profit is the same. The probability of loss is just way smaller, 23%. So now you're only a loser 23% of the months, which is pretty reasonable. Your swings are smaller. Your upside is smaller too. but also your losses, and you're winning more often. You're winning 20% more often, basically, every month. So I think this is very crucial. I think a lot of people look at the top prices and they get excited. Of course, there's some good point like to play for the big wins, because it's maybe more motivational, or it's more interesting. Especially at my stage of career, after so many years of playing poker, I feel like I want to more chase those bigger scores because it keeps me more motivated. But at the stage where you're just trying to make money, steady money, you should stay away from huge fields, really. You can definitely have good win rate there, but even then, to actually realize that equity, it's really tough. So I think PokerStars is kind of site you want to stay out of if you don't like variance. So if your personality type is more like you want to make steady money, I wouldn't recommend stars. Unless you're playing the day games, the fields are fairly small, like 300, 500 players max. I don't think the fields are that big. I'm talking about the European time zone, by the way. But yeah, so those are my recommendations. If you want to make steady money, just play on other sites. It really cuts down your variance. You actually make even more money probably per game. So yeah, focus on those things and it will really help you. So thanks for watching.